Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sea. Let's pick up where we left off. Do sadly comic effect, sure. We'll call it that. Yeah, sure. Let's call it that. Yeah, sure. Although, God, this music. So good. So incredibly delightful. Alright. Could try this. Decide later. A past wreathed in shadows. Stranger quality is gone. For now you're a mystery. Pandora, huh? I know something of the undersea. Alright. Well, now. The Labyrinth of Tigers. Open to the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Sure. Well. Let us take a look here. What have I got? Well, everything seems about as available as I can get it. May as well just get out of here then. Onward. My map has again reset. A shadowed stranger. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably get some missions before I head out. I'm just trying out things right now. What might I be able to sell for a little bit of extra echoes? I can sell this. Wolfstack Exchange. Officers, I can't get any of those. Journal, hold. The story. London. Visit the Admiralty's office. Ask if there's anything in particular that they need. This port. Retrieve information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station. Not far. Alright. Well, I will just... yeah. Read the morning papers, perhaps? I now have this. Recent news, and more supplies. Very nice. Click the London card on the right. I visited the Admiralty. I could hire on more crew, but I think I'm okay right now. Put my ship in dry dock. Opera passenger will pay to be taken north to Venderbright. Well, let's take them. Take the colonists to Venderbright. Okay. Alright. So to the north. We shall go. We must remap. We learn what has changed in the Untersea. We must find out. We must. We simply must. Hunter's Keep. We can go here again. Maybe see what they have to... if there's anything different, maybe try hanging out with a different kind young lady. And get the report for the Admiralty. Alright, present myself at the house. News. Parlor is empty. Let us try... Let's try Lucy this time. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidently a complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicer's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently against the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. Well, that's rather nice. I now have the gods of the Z stone's attention. That's all for now. Alright, we've got a port report as well. Alright, let's head off back to the north. Hunter's Keep. Excellent. Let us try and find the fungal place. Oh dear. Maybe they won't notice me if I keep my lights off. Oh, they've noticed. Light on. Fire! Stay behind them. Stay behind them. It's imperative that we stay behind them. Try and keep ourselves as safe as possible for the voyages to come. And we shall scuttle it. What do we get? Parabola linen. The serpent place behind the mirrors, or someone made that up. But in any case, where do they weave this sleek and ambery glimmering cloth? Well, that's probably something good to sell. Oh, there's something over here. A dinghy. Full power to engine. Oh, that probably would have been something good to do to get away from the last group of things that were chasing me. Are those bats coming after me? No. Good. Carissa's Point. Interesting. The Hornman Stag is over here now. Alright. Or was it always over here? Hard to say. Alright, begin the firing. Alright. Just be very careful. Make sure the first shot fires and hits accurately. Fire! Alright, this is going pretty well. We shall dissect it. I failed. Well, that's unfortunate. Let us move on. Is this perhaps what I'm looking for? No. Well, we continued to search. Another buoy. Bats, tell me what might I find? No islands within the bat's range. Oh, here's something. Just rocks, though? Oh dear, it appears to be just rocks. We must keep searching. Let's check the map. Still nothing. The Zailer is praying. Well, he's welcome to it. Whatever helps him in these dark and dreary times. I am far beyond the safety of the Z, of the home waters. We should probably head back. Continue our search for whatever we can find. are no islands. Perhaps we should kill these bats for food. I shall hunt them down. Alright. Back up, back up, back up, back up. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Alright. Slightly reduced terror. Well, for now it's time to consume them. We've returned to the home waters. Page score is 25, so glean another 268 fragments. Alright. Oh dear, oh dear. Flee! Attack them! They've circled around. Flee! And circle around again, and... No, I don't think you want to do that. Bad bats. We shall consume them. And also, now we're gonna repair. And... there we go. All fixed. Perfect. Picket Bluff. Very well. What else might we find? The H key will blow your horn. How fun. This does not look... Oh dear, how about no? Oh dear. No. I've provoked them. No. Slightly reduced terror. I must flee. That thing's chasing me now. I should not have blown the horn. This is truly a grim day. What have we here? I've discovered Venderbite. This is the place where the tomb guy wanted to go. Perfect. Some sort of beetle. Alright. You've brought this decaying immigrant north. Now what? Something happens. He groans. He clutches his chest. His bandages burst. None of him remains. He won't pay his passage now. At least he's left his belongings for sale. 1 outlandish artifact, 2 supplies. I've lost the tomb colonist, but I've gained 100 echo. The tomb colony. Let's see. Shall I explore? 1 building and 3 seems abandoned. Little chapel stands alone. The walls are deep red, just like this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with a steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass? Rare and expensive, but this is no glass light. No one is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Make an offering. Pray to the power of this place. What can I find? I've gained terror. I've succeeded in the mirrors challenge. I've gained 20 fragments. Alright, what else can I do? Visit the first curator. The first curator gives audience and is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. Let's take a look. Listen to the whispered request. Yeah. Steward has the list. Find them here and there across the wide black sea. They'll pay well. 7 colors. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. Silkskin. We don't die here below, not unless we go to the Z. Accept the commission? Well. He collapses, rustled back into the couch, even though speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over, and as the door opens, it shrinks from the finger. Outside, the steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will be grateful all if you do one last favor. I now have this. Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? A port report. Well, with that, we must go. There's really nothing left. Tanachuk. Alright. Interesting. Where might anyone else be? I don't know, but I do know I'm rather low on fuel. Hopefully, there is enough to make it back to London. Fine, we shall leave you be. But the crab is chasing us. We must flee for our lives. A sailor is praying. Something awaits me in port. How nice. Our fuel reserves are empty. Well, we must return to London to gain more fuel. It seems as though we have just enough to make it back. We simply require more fuel. But don't worry, gentlemen, we'll make it. An offer of assistance. Ahoy, Captain. Out of fuel, are we? That was unwise. We can help for a reasonable price under the circumstances. Or salvage right. Legally entitled to your ship and cargo. God bless, and their salvage laws. God bless them. This will remove your ship and replace it with something minimal and a tiny bit of fuel. You'll probably lose your cargo too, but perhaps not. Well, I'm where I need to be, so I have no need for your assistance. Will I make it is the question. It's very close. We've made it. The revenue men. Well, I don't believe I have anything to hide. Well, I certainly don't need to. Today's duty officer is a patriot. Perhaps you can claim you're on Admiralty business? Well, I will simply let them take a look. They've left. Collect messages from the harbor master. Are there messages for you? I have one. Another day, a free evening. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. Well, now. A very fine evening. A little gift. Well, I will accept it. I now have 1 Menace's suspicion. I have now gained 10 fuel as well. Labyrinth of Tigers remains. Visit the Admiralty's survey office. I have gathered a port report on Hunter's Keep. I've gained fuel, favors, and some echo, and Venderbright. More fuel, another favor, and 10 echo. Well, that will be it. Thank you, Admiral. Visit the university. A twist in your tale. I've lost a secret. The outlandish artifact, shaped by hands unknown in London. You've gained 1 fragment, 100 echo, and 1 artifact. Anything else? No? Well, that will be all then. This will reduce your terror. You might run into trouble or romance. I believe my terror is still relatively low enough to not require much else. A new recruit who awaits my attention. Let's see. Engage an officer. Fuel efficiency increased. Well, I will bring him along. I've lost 50 echo. 1 tireless mechanic. Perfect. Officers. There we go. Fuel efficiency plus 5%. Speak to him. His tastes are Spartan. He eats little, drinks only water, barely sleeps at all, so you know you need only lay a simple table. Increase your veils, answer questions about your past, unmask yourself. Past ambition and preferred form of address. I prefer not to think about my upbringing, but there are enough secrets at Z. I may never return home. Someone should know who I was. A street urchin, a poet, an ordained priest, a natural philosopher, or a veteran of the campaign of '68? I'll go with this. I now have 1 shady cook, 25 iron. I was a weary soldier, now a Z captain. Your father's bones, fulfillment. I'll still try the fulfillment. That seems like one that's the most fun. What shall I be called? Captain will simply do again. Well, I thought I said that, but if I could do more... Oh dear. Something seems to have broken. I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'll go with that. I can't seem to choose. Let's see. Alright. We will quit to the title screen and then continue. Hopefully it will work. Okay. Perhaps not. Does not seem to... I seem to have encountered a glitch. Visit the Admiralty's office. Continue. Leave the Admiralty. Perhaps not. There we go. Lodgings. Now, here we go. Officers. Shadowed stranger still. Well, we simply have to deal with that, I suppose. Journal, acquaintances, another day. Lineage, captains lost. Memoirs, objective. Admiralty commission and ambition. Well, all the important things got there. Hunter's Keep and Venderbright. Well, no. Let us move on. We don't know what lies to the direct east of London. Perhaps our goal. My fuel certainly is going down slightly less. We go forth, seeking wonders in the Z. Let us Z. Wilder airs mingle with the airs of near reaches. Damu's Gate, named for a navigator lost above. And where is that? Pure Wall Point. Bonny Reefs is some distance to the east. Alright. Just stay in range. Fire! Fire! Loot and scuttle her. And what do we get? A cask of wine. Well now. Doesn't seem to be any... Oh, is this where I'm looking? Is this something I'm looking for? Mutton Island. Well, I'll go get another cat, frankly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fire! I've missed. Not good. Well, it missed as well, which is fine by me. And we bring her around for another pass. No. It hit me. Curses. We need to get a firing solution. Hurry, man. Very modest challenge. I now have a fragment. I've got a page challenge done. Excellent. Moody's Light. Well, there was some island that I had seen before. Oh, discovered a pirate. Alright, well. To Mutton Island again. We shall make port. There we are. Quaker's Haven. Pick up a wretched Mog 3 supplies, huh? Well then. Chat to the fisherman. I've lost 1 echo. I now have a port report of Quaker's Haven. Visit the hilltop above town. Toasting the wind, you stand on a cliff top looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch the smoke tilts, the sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly like a god cut in half. What a noise! It must be the cave around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. I've succeeded in a challenge. Well, perhaps not. We shall take our leave. How is the hull? Perhaps we should make repairs. 1 set of repairs, anyway. I'd rather not have a situation that we had last time, where we all died, but you, crab, shall be devoured. Back up, back up, back up! No, I've missed. And fire! I fed the crew, unfortunately. Dissected for knowledge. Curses. I wanted to get to you before I had to feed the crew. Officers. New mascot. The change of officers has worried the crew. But did you like the ferret? Well, that's none of my concern. A sickly yellow light. Let us move on to better things. Tireless mechanic. He's a good man. We must continue onward. We shall see what lies ahead. Wretched Mog. The Flogsine beat Bleaks. Interesting. Moving on. Hunter's Keep again. At 5 fuel reserve, we shall head back to port. I'm just trying to find a good island. Zebat, what have you found? There are no islands within the Zebat's range. No islands. Well, let's try and get the area near the home waters mapped. These are the waters around the two colonies. Ah. We shall feed the crew. Or perhaps reduce terror? Well, that's probably for the best. All clear, gentlemen. Our gunners struggle to see. Well, I've been here. Oh dear. Back up, back up. No. And fire. We'll eat it. This fog is rather impenetrable. Well, nothing here for us, unfortunately. No, don't do that, don't do that. How do I stop being at full power to the engine? Well, we'll just have to make it back. There we go. We should keep that for emergencies, not this. I keep pressing E to get rid of the battle, but I keep meaning to press E, but I press F instead and waste my fuel. Laughter from the foredeck. Well, I've returned to London safely. We shall engage in rest. Well, we've certainly mapped out a fair amount today. Let us go forth. Docking. Harbor Master, is there anything for me today? There's a real... Let's see. The Blind Bruiser. Another day. A free evening. A merchant venturer. Speak to him further or check your journal. Quality 1. A dream and a scheme. Very well. Unlocked with 1 echo. 1 tale of terror, huh? Well, for now there's nothing to do with that. Let's see, a little proposal. Mount Palmerston. Yes, we will do this again. You will need at least 1 unit. Very well. Perhaps not. London! Visit the Admiralty. We have news from Quaker's Haven. An extra fuel, another Admiralty favor, and some more echo. Discover the Admiral's desires. Information. Very well. Return to the docks. Put your ship in dry dock, perhaps? Who awaits my attention? Engage an officer. $50 echo. is an engineer and a first officer. Well, I do need a first officer. Increases mirrors and pages. Well, we'll hire her on. Anything for you? No. 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 Hire her on. Let us see. The dark spectacled admiral. Let's see. Turn in shipment of red honey. The hold. Another day, a free evening. I get one of these every time I return to London. The shops. I don't have enough money. I must get enough fuel to make it last. My lodgings. Read the morning papers. I've lost some terror. Recent news. Rest in a room above the blind helmsman. This will reduce your terror, heal a wound, and give you a restful night. Back to the rest of the city. Perhaps not. Let's see. Well, how very interesting. A secret, the root of all good. Invictus token. Recent news. Well, discuss secret. With my first officer, perhaps? Increase mirrors. Let us do so. I have lost the secret. 27. Very well. And I would believe that is all for today. Tomorrow is a new day, another glorious day on the Z. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.